talking about Senator Frank Lautenberg died yesterday at the age of 89. He had been on Good Day New York a couple of times. Rosanna, you knew him over the years?
I knew him personally, friends of the family. In fact, we even shared a rental car one summer. So he came over because I guess I extended my time on the rental car. He actually took the keys from me.
Well, when he liked you, he liked you.
Yeah, he was good, but he was known as a fighter. And we brought in political analyst Steve Adubato this morning to kind of talk over, like, personally what he was like, because we all know his accomplishments, but personally, what was he like to work with?
Well, back in the mid-'80s, when I had a different life, I was a young guy running for the state legislature. I had no chance to win, and Frank Lautenberg was an established United States Senator, took a shot and supported me, and I'll never forget that. But it was also the kind of thing where later on, as a journalist, when I questioned and challenged him, and he didn't like the question and he didn't like the challenge, he let you know it. Frank Lautenberg was a fighter, and he liked to fight.
He did? He actually liked the fight.
Lautenberg would have this line, he joked about it, but he'd say, you can take the boy out of Patterson, but you can't take the Patterson out of the boy. And what he meant was, Patterson's a town where you learn how to fight. He did it at ADP, where he built this incredibly successful business from 3 employees where he started to 50,000. He would always say that. And what he also meant was, listen, I came from nothing, but I succeeded, and I did it by fighting.
And he fought in World War II, the last remaining World War II veteran in the United States Senate. All right, Chris Christie, the governor, I would say, safe to say a political foe. While
another fighter.
Yeah, yeah. But now it's all on him as to what happens next with the Senate seat. But let's listen to Chris Christie from yesterday, essentially eulogizing Senator Lautenberg.
The best way to describe Frank Lautenberg, and the way he would probably want to be described to all of you today, is as a fighter. Senator Lautenberg fought for the things he believed in. Sometimes he just fought because he liked to. And so today is a sad day for the people of New Jersey. Whenever we lose someone who's committed to public service and has been an honest and dedicated public servant, as Senator Lautenberg was, it's a loss for everyone.
And now Chris Christie is the guy who's got to make several key decisions.
You know, people say, wow, look at Chris Christie. He gets to appoint a United States Senator. Yeah. He's going to make a lot of people angry. He's going to make a lot of people angry. There are a lot of risks associated with this, because I'll tell you what, we were talking back and forth with our editors and producers and everyone involved in this, trying to figure out what is the law. You would think that when a United States Senator who serves for 31 years passes, what's the law? You go to the statute. What does it say?
Right, but it's not.
You would think.
It's not?
Go to the United States Constitution. The U.S. Constitution says one thing. Go to the New Jersey law. It says another thing. Therefore, it is unclear whether Chris Christie is appointing a United States Senator to replace Frank Lautenberg for what? A few months until a November 2013 election, or 17 months until a November 2014 election. That's crazy. The U.S. Constitution says one thing, New Jersey statute says another. And therefore, whether Christie appoints someone for a few months or 17 months impacts who he appoints.
Impacts who he appoints. Yes, it is confusing. It truly is, and all of it has political peril. Who are the leading candidates right now? Let's put off the win part. What names are floating around?
Well, first of all, for people who think that Chris Christie is such a maverick, and because of his bromance with President Obama, that he's crossing the aisle and he may appoint a Democrat, you can forget about that.
Oh, that's not going to happen, huh?
What do I think? I think it's lunacy.
Well, Cory Booker really wants the job, doesn't he?
Yeah, Cory Booker wants to do anything to get out of Newark.
Well, why are you laughing at me?
Yeah, he wants the job, but there's no way Chris Christie is going to do that.
Cory Booker wants
he should leave. No.
He wants to. Cory Booker wants to get out of Newark and not be the mayor anymore, and he wants to be a United States Senator, and that's fine. But it's not going to get there by Chris Christie appointing him, and I'll tell you why. Because Chris Christie cannot be the head of the Republican Governors Association. He cannot be a candidate for president in 2016 and go to the Republicans in 2016 and say, I want to be the candidate. I want to be the Republicans, conservative Republicans. By the way, I was the guy who appointed the Democrat to be. That's not going to work.
Booker's out.
He's out.
Booker's out.
It's a pipe dream.
Greg is hoping for Geraldo.
Well, Geraldo, yes, I happen to like Geraldo.
Who doesn't like Geraldo?
Well, Geraldo has talked about publicly running for the Senate.
Yeah, well, not going to happen.
Not going to happen. Steve just has all the answers here.
I don't have the answers. I'm just telling you who's not going to be.
Okay.
Who is realistically?
Tom Kean Jr.
No. Tom Kean Sr., possibly.
You're just so...
You said now you're going to say I'm negative.
Tom Kean Jr., why not him?
I'll tell you why not Tom Kean Jr. I'll tell you why not Joe Carrillos, and I'll tell you why people who want it. Because I think the pressure is on Chris Christie to appoint someone, a Republican, who is not going to run for the seat. someone who is not an active candidate.
Lieutenant Governor, the Lieutenant Governor.
Lieutenant Governor Kim Guadagno, who has been a silent partner. She's been a strong partner for the governor. She could be the candidate, but I think there's got to be an implied understanding that she would not be an active candidate. And I'll tell you why. Because if you appoint that person for 17 months and they get to run in November of 2014,
right,
that person gets a heck of a head start.
And national Republicans will like that.
And
they'll give Chris Christie credit for doing that.
And here's the downside. Then all the Democrats who think Chris Christie is bipartisan and think that he is, here's the problem. He's trying to walk this balance beam, and it's tough. Because all the Democrats who are giving Christie money, who are going to vote for him in November, are going to say, you have disenfranchised us. You took a Democratic senator that we elected. Republicans haven't had a U.S. senator since 1982, and he wasn't elected. It was Nick Brady. He was appointed. The Democrats are going to say, appoint someone for a few months, right? Or appoint someone who's not going to run for 17 months, a Republican.
Well, listen, we know how important that vote is because Senator Lautenberg, he's been so sick. In his wheelchair, they brought him to D.C. to vote on some bills, right?
That's how important a Democratic vote is. This is not just a New Jersey issue. It is a national issue with national and international implications with votes that have to do with the world. I am telling you, Chris Christie has pressure on him to appoint someone like Tom Kean Sr. or Donald DeFrancesco, a former governor who, in fact, Republican, who would not run, or someone who was a business person who would not run. This guy, Nick Brady, no one remembers him. He was a business...
Brady, Secretary Treasury under Bush 1, right?
Promised, I will not run, but appoint me, and I will be a good senator. And no one cared because he chose not to run. You can do that. I tell you, I think there's pressure on Christie to name a Republican who's not a candidate.
When will we know?
Well, to do anything before all of the things connected to the senator's funeral is inappropriate, and it is wrong, and I think they will wait until this week is over, and I think we will know by this weekend who that candidate is.
All right, Steve Adubato, great to see you again.
Thank you.
By the way, lose this tape if I'm wrong on everything.
That's true. You were so emphatic.
I know. He was so outspoken.
No.
You're wrong.
When's the last time you talked to Chris Christie? Last
No
night.
comment.
Well, look.
See, they're buddies. They're buddies.
We're not buddies. I have sources. You have sources. You have sources.
All right, do you want to tell
me
us?
to give up my sources?
But is Chris Christie one of your sources?
We talk.
Oh, good for you.
I talk to Democrats. I talk to Republicans.
Could you put in a word for him to come on and sit on the yellow couch? It's been a while.
Yeah. He did it when he was a candidate. He did it when he was not a candidate. Now he never comes by.
He loves you guys.
Well, he could show it.
You need to come out of your shell and say what's on your mind.
Oh, there you go.
hold back
All right.
too much.
I think Barbara Brono is going to be on tomorrow.
No. Barbara
her
Brono,
Democratic
Yeah.
opponent.
Yes, she's running, I've heard.
She'll be here, I think, a lot.
She's running.
No,
She'll
she's
be
running.
here a
Yeah.
lot,
She'll be
yeah.
nominated today, I predict.
Good stuff.
That he didn't need a source for. All right. Steve Adubato, thank you so much.